Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. You may be wondering, what are we doing here? Okay, so, I imagine everyone remembers the Kuguar review last time. That was a bit of a while ago. You may be wondering, what are we doing now? We already reviewed the Kuguar. Well, I added a bit of I did a bit of an overhaul to it. You may be asking, why? Why did you overhaul it? Well, if you watched the video on the Kuguar, there's a good reason why I overhauled this thing, and that is because of the whole fact it had a lot of issues due to it being an older vehicle. As well as, like, certain issues and, like, details and random things that I thought were unnecessary, / needed to fix. So, yeah, like, for example, as you can see here, that's the designator that was just, one block, is no longer here. Maybe wondering, why is that? Well, once I, if anyone has seen that one video I released, if I even released it, before or after this video, there is currently a weird bug going around with SC designators, and I'm pretty sure it's the designators specifically that are causing the issue, where if you use them and you have unsupported mode on, it completely fucks cameras so you can't view through them. For whatever reason. Which is why I have this mode and have it so supported mode is on, and instead of having the designator, I replaced it with a Mart replacement that has this, which has, a rotor right there. That's the azimuth rotor. The elevation rotor's right under this, which is locked, and then you have this. All of it using Mart, by the way. Yeah, Mart mod goes well with this thing as well. Once I finally upload one of these at some point, which I don't know when that will be. Anyways, let's get to the other stuff. Like, okay, let's see. Yeah, we already have slightly different controls. Like, for example, we have this button, which makes it so, like, you still get a little bit of motion, even when when this is, the way it is. This is supposed to be, like, the turret's supposed to be locked, but when I turn off the turret lock, you can actually move this a lot more easily. Then you also have, obviously, this. Now, let's get into here. You may be asking, what's going on with the back of the turret? Last time wasn't like that. Okay. Well, since I added some new stuff and did some overhauls and stuff like that, I added a, M1 Abrams kind of style APU in the back of the turret to have extra power generation so you can, have the main engine off, like this, as you can hear, main engine's off. Or you can have both of them off and go off just battery power, which is interesting, because I put in the new drone batteries in this thing that AWG has added in, which makes it so it has a lot more battery power and making it so, it doesn't run like shit when you have one of the engines off. Which also goes to another thing. You may be asking, what's going on with the front? I don't remember it being like that. Why is it completely flat? Why is the button that's supposed to, open it up not there anymore? That's because, hold on, if I were to, look into here, I replaced the front engine with just straight up armor. There's now only armor. Like, the hull is now just entirely armored there, making it so, I didn't need that extra engine, which also means the pipeline that leads to there and all the other random things that are here are no longer here. So you have this much more cleaner track space, which makes more sense. Obviously, you still have this here, but that's because of, reasons. That's because of the Easter egg that plays Panzer Wide. Which, yes, I did just ruin the Easter egg by saying that, but, you know, oh well. Anyways, you also have, if I were to, if you've also noticed, I replaced the commander's hatch that, you know, was just like previously a hinge and button type thing, like this. I instead replaced it with this one block hatch, making it a lot more simpler. So, you know, not as much clanging stuff around. Well, I mean, there's still clanging. Like, clang is still gonna have a bit of an issue with this vehicle, but, you know, that's fine. It's an AWG tank, and plus, you know, clang isn't as bad these days. The other thing is that if I were to go into here, you'll see I've done some other improvements when it comes to the controls. Like, for example, instead of having it so how it was before, where if you tried using the turret, it wouldn't quite work properly, like the elevation would be stuck because of lack of proper turret controls, where you had to literally go into the control panel and undo the rotor lock on the elevation elevation rotors. I mean, not hinges. So instead of that, I made it so all of the main turret rotors are controlled by this, and only this. And then you also have, you know, the connector lock that locks the elevation for, you know, refilling the gun with ammunition. The rest of the stuff is pretty much the same, just simple, random upgrades, like, for example, just this, and, like, a couple other stuff. I mostly kept this thing like how it was originally. There are some details that are different, obviously, for the sake of, you know, making this thing better. Also, another interesting fact is I replaced the skid steering with, instead of some random one that I had, I replaced it with Whip's skid steering. So now, I also made it so this thing can go at a more realistic speed. Because previously, the wheels were locked at 40 kilometers per hour, when this thing can actually reach 85 now. And also, speaking of speed stuff, I also removed the unnecessary impulse drive things that were near the back bottom, as you can see. And also, speaking of the back, I also fixed the problem where the backing up lights just simply didn't exist. Because for whatever reason, I guess the mod for them just doesn't exist anymore. Or something, I don't know why they aren't even there, but, you know, I fixed them, and now, we have working backing up lights, as you can see here. You can reverse as much as you want, and actually warn people about it. So, yeah, so far, I hope you guys enjoyed the, update I gave the, Cougar, and if you're wondering, this is not counted as a in-universe separate version from the original Cougar. This is just straight canon. Like, this overhaul is canon as just the Cougar. It's not like the other vehicles I've made where it's like, oh, you got the F2 and the F3 and the A1 and the A2 and like that kind of nonsense. No, it's not like that. Because if it was, then, you know, that'd be kind of silly leaving the original as it is and just having this one be a separate version. Because, you know, this vehicle kind of deserves, you know, a bit of TLC. Like, a bit of working. And as you can see, like, at the moment, because the whole fact we're on this platform, it makes it a lot more slower, but as you can see, it works very nicely, and it functions a lot better with the new stuff I did to it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I enjoyed making this video, and certainly enjoyed, as well as had a bit of a pain making this for you guys to actually be able to properly use. And yes, I will soon, at some point, long as I remember to upload this, you guys will soon actually be able to use this thing. I know last time when I made the video reviewing the original vehicle, I didn't actually upload the vehicle for, whatever reason, because I forgot. This time, I certainly will try. Anyways, our YouTube Discord servers down below, as well as my editor SM's YouTube channel is down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See ya!